over 26.8 million people in Uganda. For more than 20 years, Uganda has been faced with malnutrition, inadequate water, dehumanizing conditions, and there is not enough medicine to treat the diseases being spread around. All these problems can be linked to Uganda's political conflict in more ways than one. Different issues have aroused Uganda's government, and Uganda has been blamed for them. Mostly all of the things that were put on them were true. For instance, the torturing of the Ugandans because the government is supposedly looking for rebel groups. According to the Human Rights page, Ugandan's government has broken so many rights, like how the LRA would take the people in the persons camps, and this caused problems in northern Uganda. These acts are still going on in Uganda and all over Africa in today's society. We as a nation need to stand up and do something to protect these people.
A rebellion group against the Ugandan government was formed in the late 1980s, the Lord's Resistance Army. Led by Joseph Kony, the LRA directly affects 3 countries, Uganda, Sudan, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. In the past decade, 2 million people have been displaced, an estimated 20,000 children are abducted or killed, and millions of dollars have been spent by the international community to support protected camps in northern Uganda. The LRA, which sought to overthrow the Ugandan government, killed thousands of innocent women, men, and children.
Yoweri Kaguta Museveni became president of the Republic of Uganda on January 29, 1986, after leading a 5-year liberation struggle. Museveni was in the resistance against the monstrous regime of Idi Amin, which fell in 1979. Museveni is trying to help Uganda by expanding their agriculture so they can be able to produce new crops and to create bigger markets. Already, over 80% of the Ugandan workforce is involved in agriculture. In the course of time, its glorious beauty and history have been destroyed by political conflict and mismanagement of resources.
With the soil erosions, there have been a significant impact for the poor people to meet their nutritional needs. There has been great progress in Uganda's development. However, the country is still desperately poor. The majority of Uganda people depend on agriculture, and there is still a big portion of people who live without safe water supply. However, many of Uganda's natural ecosystems are becoming a major problem. There had been an uncontrolled expansion inland, degradation of soils, as well as declining fertility, falling quality and availability of water, dreadful conditions of wetlands, deforestation, and an overgrazing of rangelands. A large number of people who cannot afford a lot and who rely on the environment for their basic needs are confronted with all these environmental problems, including the soil erosions and land productivity, and declining in the fish stocks.
Uganda is in the middle of a water crisis, and parts of the country with adequate water supplies face serious issues because water is dangerous to drink. Unfortunately, the people are too poor to import clean water or purchase expensive purification system. One solution to this problem is to develop a cheap, effective, and mobile water cleaning system. One design is based off the design of the water cone. It starts off with a plastic drawer that is painted black so that the water can heat up. Then on top, instead of the cone, it is shaped like a pyramid. So when the water condenses, it can come down, and the clean water then falls down into two small bowls on both sides of the pyramid.